Good morning, bee cuppers on YouTube. YouTube. Good morning, bee cuppers. We're receiving content, and it's going to be December 18th today. Wow. December 18th, kids. December 18th, kids. Here we are. Disclaimer. Disclaimer. My name is Buck Angel. This is the Bee Cup. I do not represent any LGBT, specifically T in the transgender community. I speak my own thoughts, my opinions, what I believe is happening in the world. You can disagree with me or agree with me. I really don't care. But I'm here to talk about issues that people don't want to talk about, issues that are dragging our communities down, issues about humanity, issues about identity, issues about everything. And instead of fighting and saying there's only one way to do it, I disagree. And it's why I started the B Cup along with many other people so that we can have dialogue, talk about things. Anyway, that's enough for now. I love you. And hello, good morning, Sarah. And simultaneously, as we do these talks, I do Facebook at the same time. So, and I like to wear goofy hats and look like a goofy person because it makes it more fun. So, good morning, Sarah, my friend. I hope you have your coffee, and I'm going to start my live feed here on Facebook. And Obama's waiting. Oh, good morning, everybody on Facebook. It's Monday again? Wait a minute, I'm totally lost. It's Monday. Holy crap. Wow. I just realized it's Monday. I thought oh my God, I'm getting old. Listen, first and foremost, I'm doing my disclaimer. Hold up, YouTube. I'm just doing my disclaimer on Facebook. I am Buck Angel. This is the B Cup. I do not represent any community, any LGBT, and especially T in the community. I speak my own thoughts and my opinions, my own dialogue. I created the B Cup along with a lot of other cool people in order for us to be able to speak our minds without any bullshit behavior. So, if you're here to think that I have an opinion and that I'm the ruler of the kingdom, I'm not. I'm just some guy who likes to talk a lot. Good morning, everybody. There's the disclaimer. Good morning, people. How are you? I love seeing everybody this morning. It is Monday again. It's Monday again. It's Monday, December 18th, getting close to Christmas. I hope that you love Christmas and you understand what Christmas is about. And we're going to talk a little bit about that. But as you know, today is the day we talk about authenticity. Are you authentic in your own self? Are you authentic in your transition? Are you authentic as a person? So, good morning, Kitty and Patrick and Dodie and Emily and Farrell, beautiful name, and May, beautiful name. And here comes Tori. And did I miss any of you? And Gordon, I love all of you. Thank you. Anika and Lewis and Bent and Nate, nice to see you, my friend. And Liana, nice to see you. So, let's drink some coffee. Good morning, Lily Tiger. That's a beautiful name. And George. Torn Prince. Michael, good morning from North Carolina. When you say good morning to me, tell me where you're from. We all like to know how many people are from all over the world. It's really great. Good morning, Tori. Yes, this is a beautiful crowd of people. So, South Africa. Yes, I'm working on South Africa. Fantastic. So, authenticity, kids. And I hope every single person who's new, every person who is new to the B Cup this morning must understand you have to have a coffee. This is a coffee talk. And if you don't drink coffee, drink a tea, drink something that makes you feel good because this is a conversation. Good morning, Frost. Nice to see you. This is our morning coffee conversation where we don't get to sit around a big table anymore. The internet has torn us apart. We no longer get to hang out with each other, have a coffee, talk about politics without getting upset at each other. Oh, hi, Caden. Nice to see you on YouTube. You know what? I have YouTube going. Salem and Indiana and Dallas and Mother Indiana's in the house. Thank you guys so much. St. Louis, Ecuador. Okay, kids. The Pacific Northwest, beautiful, beautiful. Do you understand what authenticity is? Philly, do you understand? Are you authentic? Look at my little sign in the back. Do you see it? Can you see that? Wait, right here. Do you see that? I love you. Are you authentic? Do you understand what I'm saying? New Orleans is in the house. A lesbian is in the house. Yes, we love lesbians. Do you know how much I love lesbians? A lesbian is in the house. That's brilliant. Are you? You're the only lesbian in the village. And remember this: if you are new to the B Cup, we are very empathetic, compassionate. We love you. We are allowed to joke around. We are allowed to have fun with each other. There is none of this calling out bullshit here. Everyone can say whatever they want. The only thing you cannot do here is bully people and be an asshole. But you can joke around. We can make fun. That's what we want to get back to. We want to get back to being authentic. We want to get back to everyone not being triggered by every fucking word on the planet. We want to get back to civilization. We want to get back to understanding the difference between fucking kidding around and having fun and actually being an asshole. They're two different things, right? Yay, another lesbian's in the house. Do you understand what I'm talking about? We must get back to being civil with each other and understanding that you are allowed to kid around. I'm a tranny. It's funny. It's not, if you are calling me a tranny in a loving, and there is a loving way to do that. If you are just saying, Grandpa is a funny tranny, that's funny and it's fun and I actually love it. But if you're calling me a tranny, ugly, mean tranny, that's bad. It's not a difficult thing to get into your head. You can't just wipe out words because the whole word is a bad word. That's not true. Many communities actually embrace words that many of us would be like, holy shit. They embrace the word and they take the word and they what? What do? Re-empower the word. So stop feeling like we need to stop this pussyfooting. Oh, I said it. This pussyfooting around that if I say something, holy shit. Everyone loses their mind and everyone's fucking triggered. You know what? You're not living your authentic self. If you get triggered every time someone opens their fucking mouth, you're not living an authentic life. You're living a life under a goddamn rock, and you're living a life where you think the whole world revolves around you. It doesn't. Hi, Keo. Good morning, my friend. Good morning, Frost. Hi, Derek. It's good to see you. So do you understand? Derogatory is not cool. So there's a difference between using a word. Hi, Derek. There's a difference between using a word in a derogatory way, right? And a way that is used to embrace or regain control, or me and my tranny friends talk about each other as trannies, right? If you don't like the word tranny, don't use it. Never use it. I like the word tranny. I have earned the use of the word tranny, and I educate by using the word tranny. If you just stop saying it, people don't understand why, and then you know what they do? They use it against us. You have to reclaim and empower a word that is used against you. Once you reclaim it and empower it, they can no longer use it against you. Example? You want an example? Fag. There's an example. All my gay men friends call themselves fags. Faggot, faggot, faggot. They have reclaimed the word fag. Now when some idiot on the street says, you faggot, guess what my faggot friends do? Yes, bitch, we're faggots. Get over it. You see what I'm talking about? It is just so easy. But no. Some little babies in our community had to come in and say, tranny is a bad word, stop it. You can't say this. You can't misgender people. You can't do this and you can't do that. I can misgender you if it's an accident, whether you like it the fuck or not. The reality is you will get misgendered for the rest of your fucking life. Grow up. Grow up and learn how to fucking take the world on. You cannot walk around in the world saying, you're triggering me. I'm a baby. Watch out. You're not living authentically. You're not living authentically. You're living under a goddamn fucking rock. Get up. Move your body. Grow up. Transition is a privilege. What the fuck, people? Anyway, I'm on a rant. I gotta pull back here for a minute. and I want to read some of your beautiful messages. Here you go. Okay, so Katie says, I agree with all the negative energy in the world right now. It's necessary that we laugh. Let's laugh, people. Sadly, our society is obsessed with treading on it. It's true. We got a lot of shit going on, kids. Hi, Spain. Nice to see you. Everyone's in the house. Maureen says, I'm not comfortable with saying tranny with having a trans. Then you don't. Maureen, then you don't. And you're also not trans. Only trans people can say tranny. Okay, that's just how it works. Just like only black people can use that N-word. It's just how it works, whether you like it the fuck or not. Okay? Good morning, Wendy. Beautiful Wendy. Hi. Okay? So you got to live authentically. Chris says, I work in an environment where derogatory is the norm and slurs are used freely. I'm open at work, and when the inmate try to screw with me, I throw it back in their face because you're smart, Chris. That's how you do it. If you let, people can hurt you all you want. People can hurt you as long as you let them. Okay? As long as you let them. Buck, I email you about CBC, but that's because yesterday was Sunday and I take the day off. I have to do self-care. I don't go on the internet every day. I have to actually take a tranny man day off. And Trampaw day off is Sunday. It's called Les Sunday. So remember, if you're emailing me or want me on Sunday, it ain't going to happen. Okay? So, I want to get back to authenticity. Hi, Rochelle. Nice to see you. Nice to see you on YouTube. So, I want you guys to do a little conversation with me right now so I can drink a little bit of my coffee. Tell me and how you live your life authentically. Are you authentic? Do you feel like you're not authentic? Do you feel like, what am I missing in my... Do you feel that reclaiming words that are derogatorily used within the context of communities is an important thing to do? And I'm using the example of tranny. What do you guys think about that? Yeah, my coffee is amazing right now. Oh my God, it just feels so beautiful. Oh, it's just, I love coffee. If you ever want to send me a present, send me Nespresso pods for my coffee maker. I like that. Okay, so Alex says, on my way to school where I'm out, and as he and Alex and some of my teachers will say she. And of course, there we go. Misgendering happens, right? How do you feel about that? Karina says, art is such a great tool with getting to know yourself. Right on. Phoenix, I'm finally living my life authentically. It took 32 years, but better than... You can never put a number on it. Let the number go. Let the number go. Who cares how old you are? Hi, Brazil. Karina says, creating art and being loving to each other. How do we get to teach people about compassion? Compassion is a big part of learning how to love yourself and being authentic. Compassion for the people out there who don't have what we have. Okay? That's really a part of learning to be authentic with yourself. Okay? Tanya says, first I feel you have to know the history of the word. Right. Great point. Do you know the history of the word? Do you? Remember, I'm 55. I don't know how old you are, because I bet you right now we both have different stories about the history of tranny. And I can tell you pretty much the real history of the word tranny. Those people are telling you the wrong history. And if you want, I'll tell you the real history of the word tranny. Okay? Lacey says, I don't feel authentic. I almost feel like I'm living a lie. That's interesting, Lacey. Let's talk more about that. And why do you feel that way? Michael said, I started living authentic when I started living for myself. Karina, I'm taking personal responsibility. Personal responsibility. There it is. There it is. Those are the key words. Listen to me. The key words are personal responsibility. You are only you, and only you are responsible for you. Nobody else. Stop shirking off the reason why you're angry, or stop shirking off the reason why you're triggered, or stop pointing fingers at everybody else. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. Take some fucking responsibility. Okay, Paula says, I'm an authentic as a hetero can be. I embrace people for who they are. That's authentic. Maureen says, you show compassion. That's how you teach it. Lisa says, being compassionate breeds compassion. Alex, because I'm in Oklahoma, everything I have, days, mail, except my ID. Okay, I will not change your marker until you have surgery. So it's okay. It's only paper. It's only markers. It's only things. Your authenticity comes from deep inside. Katie says, my foster parents tried to make me wear dresses, wear makeup, and curl my hair. I moved away from it. I turned 18 so I could be real authentic in your butch self. Diana says, do tell. Okay, tell us the real history, please. Okay, here we go. Trampaw's going to tell you a little story. People are going to tell you different things, but I'm going to tell you my knowledge of where the word tranny came from. Here we go. A little story from Trampaw. 1 second, sorry. So, I'm 55 years old. About 30 years ago, I started to become a part of the LGBT community, what we called it. It wasn't QIAPIG. It was just LGBT without a Q. And I was learning how to become a transsexual person, not transgender. And I hung out with a lot of street trans women at the LGBT center here in Hollywood because I was homeless and I had nowhere to go, right? So, why is that? Okay, sorry, kids. I'm fixing that. So, I had nowhere to go. So, I started to hang out with a lot of transgender, transsexual women who were, what? Sex workers. And they lived on the streets in West Hollywood, and they were hilarious, and they were amazing, and they took me in. And I hung out with a ton, most of them people of color, trans worker. Remember, 30 years ago. What date was that? I don't even know. Was that in the 80s or the 90s? Guess what they called themselves? They all called themselves trannies. They all called them. That's where I learned the word 30 years ago. We were trannies. We embraced the word. We loved the word. We were empowered by the word. We, the transsexual world, the transsexual, 1987, thank you. We created that word out of our own transsexual word. Transsexual women created that word. So what the fuck story are you hearing? It was created by reclaiming our world. It was created out of love. It was created out of compassion. It was created out of creating our own environment. It was created out of having our own word to create our own selves. And it was a secret word that you could only use if you were a tranny. And then what happened was, the porn world got a hold of it. And then the porn world got a hold of it. And then they started calling us she-males, ladyboys, trannies. And they used it as a way to market people in the adult entertainment business. And from that, it started to turn into a derogatory word. Because people started using it as a way to search for transgender women in porn. They would search for tranny. It became the #1 searched word in the adult entertainment world. So, now because of that, it started to be used as a derogatory word against us. Because straight, hetero white cis men, cisgender white men, started using it as a derogatory because they didn't feel good about themselves. So what they would do is use tranny as a way to say that fucking tranny, even though they were having sex with trannies. So they took the word and turned it into a negative word out of their own fear of sexual attraction to transgender people. That's the story. Did every single one of you hear the story? Did every single one of you hear the tranny story? Because I'm about to fucking put it out there. That is not true what these young kids are saying about tranny. Whoever told you the story about tranny is lying. They did it to control us. They did it in order to tell us that we cannot use it because for some reason now it's a bad word. Why do you think many of us in the trans community, especially the older ones, Kate Bornstein, #1. We like the word tranny. We embrace the word tranny. We are trannies. It's like telling you as a lesbian that you cannot say les. It's like telling you as a lesbian that you cannot call yourself a dyke. It's like saying as a lesbian you cannot call yourself a pussy eater. It's like saying as a lesbian you can't call yourself a rug muncher. What? Who? You can call yourself whatever you want. Tranny being included. Tranny being included. So I'm going to go over here for 1 minute and see my YouTube people said yes, because that's when the power was taken away. Exactly. I'm lagging on Facebook. Okay, come over here. When I heard tranny, I thought of someone work on a train as a kid. Then later I watched Rocky Horror Picture Show and I was like, he was a tranny. Exactly. That's a great analogy. Remember Rocky Horror Picture Show? They always said, I'm a sweet transvestite. I'm a sweet transvestite. Totally awesome. Right? Crystal says, you need to understand. I don't care. Crystal says, I need to understand that not everybody likes the word. That's not my problem. I don't care if you don't like the word. I don't like the word transgender. I accept it. It's there. I'm very, very, very compassionate around it. It doesn't have anything to do with me. I don't like the fact that they're trying to move transsexual out and put transgender in place. It doesn't matter to me. Go ahead and do it. It doesn't mean I have to like it, and it doesn't mean I have to accept it, Crystal. So here's the deal, Crystal. Of course people don't like the word tranny. They've been brainwashed. But just because you don't like it doesn't mean I can't use it. I would never say it to somebody who was uncomfortable with it. I use it in the context of my own life, and I use it in the context of my own environment. I don't run around saying those fucking trannies. I would never do that. I call myself a tranny. And if you don't like it, tough shit. I'm not going to stop saying it. And I'm not going to stop empowering it. And I'm not going to tell the rest of the world, you need to embrace the words that make you feel comfortable. That's the point I'm trying to make, Crystal. You need to understand that all words do not represent all people. And all words do not need to be told, you're only allowed to use this word or that. It's not my problem if your feelings get hurt. Figure out why your problems get hurt. That's one of the major problems with this community. All of a sudden, because your feelings get hurt, we're all supposed to stop living. We're all supposed to stop living and figure out how to make your life comfortable. You figure out how to make your own life comfortable. I'm not going to do that. I just spent 55 fucking years trying to figure out my life. I'm just here to share it with you. I'm going to talk my talk. I'm going to live my life. I'm going to move forward and have the surgeries I want to have. I'm going to say what I want to do. And if you like it, join on. Speak your language. And if you don't like it, there's a thing called the off button. But people need to stop. I'm going to teach people to come back to being authentic. And that means using words that you've always been scared to use, because people have been coming at you and telling you shit like, you know, Buck, you have to understand that there's people out there that just don't like the word tranny. Really? How about me? How about me? I hate the word transgender. I think it's a fucking watered down word that has completely moved out what the real whole point of transitioning is about. Being transgender is so different than what I am. I'm a different rock. We're not the same rocks. We're not side by side. We're different colors. We're different shapes. We're different ideas of where we want to go. So why am I lumped into transgender? I'm not a transgender person. So that's what I'm talking about. We need to stop telling people how to talk. We need to stop telling people that you're not trans or you're not this. I'm not whatever the fuck you think I am. I'm whatever I am. Everyone needs to start understanding authenticity. Authenticity. Lacey says, hey, Buck, what's the best way to get a hold of you to speak with you? Email, message, Facebook, or send me an email, buckangel@buckangel.com. And my friend, who was I really, oh gosh, I'm so sorry. Who was the person that I was really talking to with the, Lacey? I think it was you. I don't remember. But anyways, I hope that you understand what I'm talking about when I say I don't want to hurt your feelings, but it's not my problem if I hurt your feelings. Grow up. Feelings get hurt. And why? Why, because I use the word tranny, does it hurt your feelings? I want to know that. It's really important to me because it's not, I don't use the word tranny to be an asshole. I use it because it's my word. Okay? James Warren says, we have a transsexual at our grocery store. She is very early in her transition, but we always call her her. I love you. I love you, James. I love you. I love you. That's so beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. Leo says, yes, it's like there's people who now want us to stop using F to M. You're right, dude. Leo, what's that? I'm F to M. As it implies that we were different gender. I was a different gender. Stop acting like you weren't born a female. I was born a woman, and I transitioned through surgery and hormones to become a man. I'm proud of that. I am fucking proud of that. Fuck all you people trying to take my history away. I was born as a woman. I lived most of my 28 fucking years in a woman's body with tits and a pussy looking like a lady. I hated it. Now I transitioned with the use of testosterone, surgery, going to the gym, and creating my masculine body. So how dare you say there's no such thing as transsexual or MTEF? What the fuck am I? What the fuck am I? I'm the man who's a transsexual FTM. I am so goddamn tired of this idea that you can just take away history. There is history in transsexual. We are part of the community. Stop it. Jennifer, it comes back to personal responsibility. No one can make anyone feel good or okay, but they want to. They want to do that. You know that. For some reason, Karina says, how we treat others is a reflection of how we feel about ourselves. And that's the underlying problem. And we're going to come back to what I started this talk with. Rochelle says, please define the difference between transsexual and transgender. I get this question all the time. Is it time to change my hat? Starting to feel hot. Please define the difference between transsexual and transgender. It is just the decade in which the words came in, and is there a difference? Great question. Let me answer that. Katrina says, how we treat each other is a reflection. Econ. Nice, interesting name, my friend. I loathe the word personally, but I won't insist anyone to use it on themselves. Just don't use it on me. That's exactly all you have to say. That's all you have to say. You don't have to say you can't use the word. You don't have to say you're a bad person or transphobic for using it. All you have to always say is me, me, me. I don't like it. Don't use it around me. It is something I don't like. But you go ahead. That's all you got to say. We have to stop saying you cannot say it. Because I can say whatever the fuck I want. And if you don't know about me, I'm the guy you can't tell me what to do. Just don't tell me what to do. Have a conversation. So anyway, I want to get back to this real quick because it's going to be time to go here soon. But I'm going to change my hat. Okay? I'm going to change my hat because it's getting really hot. Really, it's really hot. Kylie says, fuck yes, I wish my man would own it like you. He struggles a lot. I don't know how else to help him. Just be loving to him. He'll figure it out on his own. It takes a lot. I'm an old man. I figured it out a long time ago. The difference. This is what I'm going to tell you right now. There's a thing called transsexual. There's a thing called transgender. Before the word transgender came into the picture, put it over here, there was a thing from the history of the world called a transsexual. A transsexual. A transsexual is a person like myself who was born a woman. Yes, I was. I was born female. And through that, I just knew that I was a man, and I started to inject testosterone, and then I had top surgery, and then I grew a beard and a mustache, and then my hair fell out, and then I went to the gym and made weights, and then I grew into this ugly-ass man who loves being in the world as a binary man. I'm a man who lives the world as a man, not as a transsexual, not as a tranny, not as non-conforming, not as they, not as a man. I am a transsexual. I went from one binary to the other binary using surgery, hormones, and I created what I wanted to create, which was going from a woman to a man. That's a transsexual person. Easy, easy. You got it? You got it? Easy. Now comes along a new word called transgender. Transgender says there is a spectrum of people, not like Buck. A spectrum. Buck can fit in that spectrum. I can fit in it. But somewhere along that line, now transgender has become a way to say anybody can be trans if you say you are. And that could be with surgery, without surgery. That can be taking hormones, no hormones. That could say I'm a they, them, whatever the hell. I'm a gender fluid. All of it's beautiful and powerful and amazing. My point is this. Transgender and transsexual are two different animals. They're different. They're not the same. My transsexual identity does not fit under the transgender umbrella. It does not. I am not part of that community. I don't know anything about that community. I don't even speak about that community. I speak about being a transsexual man. Totally different. I don't even know what's going on over in the transgender world. It is why I keep telling you, they are two different things. My focus is becoming a man. My focus is becoming a man with a vagina. My focus is creating a world where we can all be our same, though I can only speak about my own transition. I can't speak about anybody else's ideas or what or where. So when I come back to the table and I say to you, fantastic, you go right ahead and be a they, them, whatever you want to be. But do not disrespect my identity of transsexual, which is clearly what's happening with the new transgender community. They have zero respect for the history of where they get to rename themselves. And that, as an older transsexual man, is frustrating for me because my identity does count. Whether you like it or not, whether it feels derogatory to you, whether you don't understand it, ask. But don't come in the whole fucking thing and decide that you're reinventing what trans is. You're not reinventing. We have been around for centuries. I transitioned before you were even in your mommy's tummy. I transitioned before you even started walking. It doesn't make me better than you, but it sure as hell makes me more knowledgeable than you. It makes me 100% more knowledgeable than you. It doesn't mean you have to listen to me. It doesn't mean you have to follow me. It doesn't mean anything. But what it does mean is this. I do know more than you. I do know a lot more than you. Sit your fucking ass down. Be polite. Only know this. Only know this. You only know yourself, my friend. You are not the leader of the transgender community. There is no leader. You are not the leader of anybody. You are only the leader of yourself. So you narcissistic, egomaniac people who think that you can gatekeep a community of a bunch of people who are totally lost right now, who need some kind of guidance, and you, my friend, see that they need it, and you're latching on like a little cockroach. And your little cockroach ass is teaching these people horrible, horrible manners. You are teaching them to hate. You are teaching them to not be authentic. You are teaching them that to be fearful. You are teaching them to be scared to even speak their minds. You are creating a bunch of fucking robots. You are not teaching people to be authentic. You are not teaching people to understand themselves. Each and every single path of being a transgender or a transsexual person is a personal path. It is not a community path. And that's what makes me feel very, very sad and upset. This idea to tell people to speak one way, to act one way, to dress one way, creates a community is wrong. And it's why I'll tell you every day, I am not part of the transgender community. I refuse to be part of a community. I am a transsexual. I am a tranny. I'm a man who is focused on being in the world as a man. I walk the world as a man. I love being a man. I am not toxic. I'm extremely loving. And to say I'm toxic because of how I look is so superficial, and it's so embarrassing and creates so much bullshit. That's all I'm telling you. People like to talk shit and try to find things when there's nothing to find. I'm probably one of the most open book people out there. You guys know everything about me. I don't even have any secrets because I don't need them. I live authentically. Let's go back to the word authentic. Authentic. Are you living authentic? Are you? Or are you worried about what your friends think about you? Are you worried what your friends think about you? Let me read over here. What do you say that people that refuse to accept you because you could not change the DNA you were born with? Chosnia on YouTube. You tell them to fuck off. Who cares what they think? Who cares what anybody? Everyone will have an opinion for the rest of your life, people. Everyone. Good morning, Sunny. Hi, beautiful Sunny. We talked with Winnie Williams on the podcast this week. You came up and also want some of what you're saying here too. Right on. Thank you. Thanks for having her on. She's one of my beautiful friends. You only decide. And also, you guys, my friend Sunny Megatron has a beautiful podcast. What's it called again, Sunny? Sex Talk or American Sex Talk. It's a beautiful, really listen to it because they hit on points that are really important. Like I think like I do. We're talking real here. All of us, all my friends groups, we're getting together and we're creating back to the way things used to be. Things used to be. I do give lectures, my friend. I travel the world giving lectures. And if you want me to come and speak at your organization, please send me an email. I'm off to Colorado next month, and I'm going to Asia. So guess what? They're bringing me to Beijing to speak. They're bringing me to Singapore to speak. And they're bringing me to Jakarta to speak in February. So I'm speaking in 3 very important places in February. And these are places that know nothing about transgender people. They know nothing about being gay. They know nothing about being sex. They don't talk about it. And they're bringing me to talk about it, right? That's what I'm talking about. It's because I speak truth. I speak truth. And people in the rest of the world aren't like Americans. They want to hear the truth. They want to see authenticity. I'm not fucking scared of anybody. You know that about me. Fuck all these people in this community who talk shit about me. Oh, you're very welcome, Sonny. I love you. People will always talk shit about you. You know why people talk shit about you? Because they're jealous of you. Because they want what you have. Because they cannot understand how to be authentic. Does that make sense to you? Goth Punk Girl says, so I have a good question for you because my mom, when I was a kid, lost one of her boobs to cancer. My dad doesn't think of her as a woman because of having one boob. And that, I'm so sorry. Honestly, Buck, if you do this on you now, you be a partner in no time, make money, but that would be great. I don't understand what you're saying. And I'm really sorry about your mom. That's just, I will come to Spain to speak. I will come everywhere to speak. It's happening. I enjoy speaking, and I enjoy the fact that you listen to me. And I also feel very much like it's not me. You're asking me. It's not me. I'm not just doing this. You're asking me to say this. I know that. I know that. It's because I have no fear. I'm not worried about the trolls. I'm not worried about being taken out. I'm not worried about how many fucking likes I get. I'm not worried about how many people like my fucking Facebook page. I'm not worried about how many fucking views I get on this fucking B-cup. I'm not fucking worried. I don't care. I show up every day and only one of you show up. That's awesome. And if no one shows up, I'm still going to keep speaking every day. Because I know somewhere somebody hears me that needs to hear me. And I know what you're saying, and I know what's happening, and I feel your fear. And for some reason, I have been given this platform. I have been very blessed with this platform in order to speak my mind and also your mind on some levels. On some levels, I'm speaking for us. Even though I'm not saying that, I am. I see your comments. I see how we need to stand up. And if it needs to be me, to be the voice of resistance, we need to have a fucking resistance, not only in our fucking community, but in this goddamn country. What are we doing? Do you know that they now have a list of words for the CDC? Speak about it. Real quick here, I gotta go. Speak about it. We have a goddamn list. Hi sister. We have a goddamn list of 7 words that the CDC is no longer allowed to use. What are those words? What is one of those words on that list? Transgender? Science-based? What? What? You guys, we have to start a resistance. We have to have a resistance within the transgender and the LGBT community. We have to have a resistance within this goddamn fucking world. We're about to blow the fuck up. We're about to blow the fuck up. Where is everybody? Why is all the transgender community hiding? Why is everybody hiding beneath triggers? Why is everybody in the transgender community hiding whether or not they aren't sure what they are? If you don't know who you are, then you don't know who you are. And I don't give a fuck if you're trans, gay, straight. But if you're fearful and you're not sure, figure it out. But stop being mean to other people because you're not sure who you are. Take control of your own life and stop beating up and bullying and being an asshole to other people in the community. It's disgusting behavior. It's disgusting behavior. So yes, let's look at this. CDC, the Center for Disease Control. The CDC list is making it hard for people to get help and medication for addiction. Why I'm in the cannabis business. So the CDC is the Center for Disease Control. And there's a whole list of words that the government put out. Here we go, Tori says. Thank you, Tori. The terms are vulnerable, which has been overused. You know, no wonder. Entitlement. Again, look at the list of words. Look at the list of words. I'm going to show you something. Vulnerable, entitlement, diversity, transgender. All of those words are used within the transgender community daily. What do those words speak to you? Vulnerable, entitlement, diversity, transgender. Go look at any young trans people. Those words are used over and over and over and over and over again. Where do you think they got those words? Where do you think they got those words? Right? I'm totally telling you, they are watching us. They are watching us and they are tearing us apart. You know why they are tearing us apart? They're tearing us apart because they can, because we are weak, because we are victims, because we don't like ourselves, because we as a community hate each other. And when we as a community hate each other, guess what happens? Look, there's a gigantic hole in the community. They just found our hole. Vulnerability, diversity. Hello, those are transgender. Those are all transgender community words. They just targeted us right there because we are vulnerable and we are a bunch of babies and nobody knows how to fucking stand up on their own fucking 2 feet and everyone wants a fucking handout and everyone is entitled and everyone is privileged and everyone is blah, 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 blah. You see what happened? You see what happened? All of those words are being used against us now. All of them. Amal says, hi, Buck. Any words of wisdom to the LGBT community in the Arab world? Oh, hello, my beautiful friend. Thank you for asking me. Yes, it's a difficult time right now. So one of the words, what I would like to just say to the community in wherever you are in the Arab world, which I hope to come one day and be able to speak, is this. Do not give up. My friend in the Arab world, do not give up. If you give up, you will never have it. It's a fucking fight every day. Be prepared to fight. Understand that authenticity, I'm sorry, you guys. Authenticity starts with you. Okay? And guess what? Some of us might have to fucking die. Some of us might have to be wounded. Some of us might have to take a lot of shit every day. But if you really believe in your community and you really want freedom for us for the rest of our life, you better be ready to fight. And that means you can't be triggered. That means you can't be worried about being sideswiped. You can't worry about people calling you names. You can't be worried about anything but creating a space for the next generation. That's a true member of an LGBTQ community, understanding that there's always a future, always a future. And the only way to create change is to be part of what's happening now. Listen to me. It's a fight. If we fight with each other, we're not getting anywhere. So to you in the Arab world, please don't follow what Americans are doing. Please. The American LGBT community is a mess. A mess. Nobody likes anybody, especially the trans community. Please don't follow our lead. Please understand each other. Love each other. Be part of each other. Respect each other's choices. Understand what your ultimate goal is. What is your ultimate goal? What is our ultimate goal? What is our ultimate goal as people in our community? I know what my ultimate goal is. Do you? I must finish this and I want to go, okay? I have to go. God, I have so much to do. Oh, I have so much to do. But okay, before I go, I'm going to put my hat on. This is my friend's company in Canada. It's called Hollyweed North, okay? It's a great. If you live in Canada, this is a great company owned by a transgender woman. See what I'm talking about? So, before I go, I need to let you know, if you're still awake, Guess what came out? The Kiss X, kids. The Kiss X. Now, we have 2 colors in the Kiss X. And you can get it today on my website, buckangel.com. Check it out. It's fucking awesome, you guys. People are going crazy for it. Go on my website and you can see the video. I have a video on there that I made using the toy with Luke Hudson. This is cute. So check this out. This is the new Buck Off. And it comes in black and white. But it's not white. It's clear. So check it out. You understand the difference between here's the Buck Off and here's the Kiss X. See the difference? Look. So here's this. Remember the Buck Off has a bigger hole for a bigger clitoris. So it comes in like this and sucks. See? That's the Buck Off. But many people's genitals were not big enough for that. So here is the Kiss X. Okay? Here's the Kiss X. So the clitoris fits right into the hole. It literally sucks on. See that? Look. But check this out. You can actually see inside. Look. You can see inside. So you'll be able to see your genitals as you are stroking with this machine. It's amazing, you guys. It's amazing. I'm getting such great feedback from it. I feel so happy that I'm able to create these products and that everyone loves this. It's just like my vision came true. My vision came true with the help of you. So I'm going to let YouTube go. I love you guys. And I don't know why my streaming health is crappy because I pay a lot of money for the internet and I'm about to call them. If you're not getting what you want, speak up. And that means with anything in your life. If you're not getting what you want, speak up. My cable company sucks right now and I'm paying a lot of money. I'm speaking up. You have every right to do that. That's a corporation. Do not let corporations steal from you. Do not be shy to talk about your own self. Do not be shy to call up and say, why is my internet so shitty? I pay $80 a month. Are you fucking crazy? I'm going to go to a new person. Do that. If you're not happy with your phone, with anything, speak up. As a consumer, you are allowed to do that. Cable One, is that in LA? Because I'm over it. I'm not paying $80 for this shit anymore. I sound like an old grandpa. I love you guys. Speak up. Speak up. Do your thing. Okay? Be authentic. Don't worry what people think about you. I love you guys on YouTube. Thank you every day for showing up. And soon, 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 things are about to change. Go out in the world and create your day. It's my